gentlemen. Thank you for coming out on this beautiful Melbourne day. I'm sure the trip was out here would have been a little bit wet, so we appreciate you being here. We have a couple of, I think, exciting news on the Melbourne Tigers front. And for those of you that don't know us, I'm Larry Kesselman, this is my partner Michael Slepoy, and we've over the last few months taken over the running of the Melbourne Tigers Basketball Club. As part of that process, we certainly conducted a very thorough review of all assets, I suppose, that we have at the club, and have made a number of changes of both front office, back office, and we're proud to say that as part of that review, we're here to announce that Chris Anstey is our new head coach for the club, with Darryl McDonald being his assistant, and also Rohan being reappointed as assistant coach as well. So that's something that we're very, very proud of. Two favourite sons of the club with enormous amount of experience, both in Australia and overseas. We feel that this team is the right one to take us forward as what we will be setting up, being an absolutely premier sporting association in Australia, and without doubt the best basketball club that this country has ever seen. Also, as part of obviously this restructure, we have parted ways with Trevor Gleeson. It's something that was discussed over a number of weeks, and as part of our review, it was an amicable parting of ways. We certainly wish Trevor all the best in his career. He's someone that's done a lot for the game, and we thank him very much for his tenure at the Tigers, and wish him absolutely all the best. I would like to hand over to Chris to have a chat a little bit about what his visions are for the club and the playing style.
Firstly, I suppose the first thing I want to say is it's a very humbling position to be given this responsibility to guide the club. I suppose out of the period of instability it's been in for the last 3 years, when these guys approached me and I suppose brought up the fact that I was being considered, it was, I suppose, out of the blue. It was something that was very exciting because I suppose you do sit back as a former player, and it does hurt when the club doesn't achieve the success that it works towards over a period of time. So the first person I called was Darryl McDonald to see if he'd go through this process with me. D-Mac's a guy who I respect as much as anyone in Australian basketball. We had a great on-court relationship. We trust each other. We've got very similar visions. But in saying that, we've got very different strengths and weaknesses, and I think we complement each other very well and believe we bring very different strengths to the group. And make no mistake, D-Mac's responsibility in this will be huge, as will Shorty's over here. Obviously, we've made a few personnel changes already. We're very excited to have Adam Ballinger signed up. We had a very immediate need to replace Cameron Tregar, who decided to leave the club. We're thrilled that Adam was able to come on board. He gets in very soon, and he's the first of a few players we'll hopefully announce in the very near future.
Chris, I might get you to slide the mics a bit more towards you if we can.
Sure, Ian.
What does it mean for you though to have a home club, hometown, and get a shot at doing this, at leading the whole exercise?
Again, it's very humbling. I take it as there's a huge responsibility attached to it, and it's fair to say it's fairly surprising as well. It's something that almost when I started my basketball playing career, it was something that I came into very late. I came in probably behind the 8 ball, but took it as a greater challenge, and this is exactly that. It's a fantastic challenge. But the strength of the club, and I think the knowledge and the experience we bring from different levels will help it become successful. We've got a very clear vision of what we want the club to be, both on and off court, and we're very keen to, the first step is to put people around us that we can help, who will help us in that vision, who have the exact same clear goal as to where the club wants to be, and that's to be the most professional club in Australian basketball. Step one, I don't think there's any need to rebuild this. It's not that broken. We want to play playoffs basketball this year. We want to be challenging for a championship straight away.
So what's your overriding emotion then, now that it's here and it's been named? What's your overriding emotion?
Excitement. I can't wait to get started. I've spoken to a few of the guys over the last couple of days. They've been fantastic. They've been very welcoming and understanding, and I just can't wait to start.
Chris, did this unfold in terms of when you took on the director of basketball How did this unfold that you come to sit here now as head coach? When did the approach?
Friday. It was something that, again, it's been great to be back involved in the club for the last 6 or 8 weeks, I suppose, and it's been very busy. I've had to reintroduce myself to Ilse a few times. I hadn't been home much, but it's when Larry called on Friday, it was something that came out of the blue. It was something that, as I said to Larry, it's an honour to be considered, and it's something that I really didn't have to think that long about, and especially after speaking to Darryl, it became very clear that I wanted to do it. It's something that I've always wanted to do, is to coach. No surprise, I had made tentative applications for a new Melbourne franchise with Darryl, that obviously didn't get up. We were very keen to pursue that, and that falling over probably left me with the sense that it wouldn't happen for quite a period of time, so to have the opportunity, I suppose, fall in our lap has been, again, a fantastic opportunity, and one that I didn't think would happen for a longer period of time, but one I'm very thankful for.
The circumstances you've come in, Chris, does it mean that your job is as much to reunite the club and fix the club as much turn the playing shots around?
Yeah, I think it is, and that's just not the on-court, that's not just the playing personnel. I think we need one clear direction, and that involves everybody. I think, stepping away from the club for a couple of years, you do hear outside opinions, you hear what people are saying in the stands, you hear what people are saying away from the club, and I think, one of the things the club has every intention of doing is re-engaging with every member we've had, every sponsor we've had, every past player we've had, because the club's got a fantastic history. It's the most famous basketball club in this country, and it's certainly a history we want to continue to be successful. Again, it's probably one of the more humbling aspects of just some of the champions that have played at this club, that the opportunity to guide the club and to continue a tradition that those guys have left us is, it's an amazing opportunity.
Everyone takes a little bit of someone as they go into a coaching role. Who have been the people that have influenced you and maybe been sounding boards, not only in the short-term period, but throughout your basketball development?
Look, Brian Gordon's been the one guy who I've learned so much from throughout my entire career, both on and off the court. And again, the number one thing that he taught me is, the most important thing is the people you surround yourself with. And it was the first thing I did was to call Darryl and see if he was interested, and he was. And he made his decision quicker than I did, I think. And look, from support staff to players, to front office, and again extending out to the members and sponsors, we want to make sure we re-engage the basketball community in Victoria. And being the only team in Melbourne for at least one more year, there's a great responsibility to make sure that we reach out